Hey, welcome back to another Axe Cards video. And today we're going to be doing a complete master set walkthrough of the brand new Team Up expansion. I did one last time for the Lost Thunder. This one is a little bit smaller set, but it's still pretty giant. So we're just going to go through all of the cards and kind of I'll stop and point through my favorites and stuff. First off, I'm not going to spend too much time, but they're all the reverses. There are 120 something, I believe, all the different ones. Of course, there's no reverses for EX cards, and I'll stop and take a little bit more time going through the different non-reverse holo ones of them. Some of my favorites, like the Geodude there, which is pretty awesome. So yeah, I'm not going to spend too much time. They haven't changed the reverse texture in these cards too much over the last little while. When they first did reverses in the XY sets, or even black and white sets, many of them just had the plain background, just like the kind of shiny. Here now, at least there is some texture for the different types, different energy types. We're on to the fighting now. So with the reverses, as always, so you get the common, uncommon, rare, and rare holos in a reverse holo variant. These can be a pain to collect. It's not necessarily that they're that expensive, but since you only can get one per pack, and there are so many different ones, it can be a pain to collect them all. That's the Jirachi that is. Sells really well from that set. It's a really expensive card. And yeah, there really wasn't too many fairy types in this set. We just had two rares actually, the Alolan Ninetales and the Mimikyu. And then on to the colorless. There were a few here as well. And then the trainers. There were a bunch of new trainers with this set, and a couple rare holo trainers, which seem to be the norm in new sets here now. And last page. So these are all of the reverse holos. Now on to the regular set. So our very first GX is the very first card in it, which is the Celebi Venusaur GX. And our very first Prism Star is on the next page, which is the Shaman. Charizard also ever popular within the set. Always is a big seller regardless of which set he's in. And then we're on to another hugely popular card, which is the Pikachu and Zekrom GX. Moving on, there are quite a few lightning types in this set. The Ampharos GX is our second lightning type GX in the set. Also houses the Tapu Koko Prism Star. And then we're on to our Psychics, and we have Gengar and Mimikyu, which is great artwork for it. The full arts for that, which we'll get to in a little bit, are also pretty awesome. More of our psychic types, and then the last of our psychic type GXs is the Mr. Mime GX. Moving on to our fighting, and our one and only fighting GX, which is the Lycanroc. And then Darkness, we do have the Hoopa. He's a Darkness type this expansion. And we also have Incineroar. He's there. He has been fired before. And there's that Jirachi, which is such a big seller. Moving on to our metals, there is Cobalion GX. And then Another team up Pokemon in the Dragon type, which is the Latios and Latias. Dragonite is here again as a rare holo. And then we have Eevee and Snorlax GX, another pretty popular card. Coming on down to the end of the Pokemon, and then we move into our trainers. And our first of two Trainer Prism Star cards, which is the Black Market. Also, Bill's Analysis is a rare holo for the trainer. Erica's Hospitality is our second trainer rare holo. And moving right along to the rest of our trainers. And we finish up with the second of the two Trainer Prism Stars, which is the Wondrous Labyrinth, and then on to the ever cool full arts. So we have the Celebi and Venusaur, really neat looking. It's kind of a glamour shot for Venusaur. Then Magikarp and Wailord, there are two full arts, two versions of the card. This one I think is the best. Then there's the Pikachu and Zekrom, which is another pretty popular card. And then the rest of them, Ampharos, of course, the two Gengars, there are two Gengar full arts, and Mimikyu, which are both pretty awesome. Hoopa, Incineroar, Copalion, and then the last, there are also two Latias and Latios. This one here obviously is really much wanted by many collectors because it looks pretty cool. Then we have the Eevee and Snorlax. Then moving on, hard to believe, I think this is the largest amount of full art trainers we've ever had. There's 10 in the set. Brock's Grit, Dana, a lot of girls. Erica's Hospitality also comes in a full art. Then there's Evelyn, and right on through. Really quite cool artwork for them as well. Then we're moving on to our last of the full art trainers, which is the Sabrina's Suggestion, and then all of the cards basically we saw before in full arts in their Rainbow Rare variant. The yellow bars for the tag team are kind of cool, kind of a new addition. Normally they all look like Ampharos, but they do have the tag team, the extra yellow bars. For the secret rares, they did not make two versions like they did for some full arts. So these are all, there's all only one version for each. And then the very last page, which is the last two, Latias and Latios, and Eevee and Snorlax. And then there are 5 gold secret rares, trainer cards, Dangerous Drill, Electrocharger, Jungle Whistle, Metal Goggles, and Pokemon Communication. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed, and I'll try and have up more of these as the new sets come out in the coming months. Thanks for watching, see you guys with our next video.